Hello Aquarius, this is your new moon reading. I am using my own cards, my medieval oracle deck. These energies might play out or develop during the next 1 to 3 months, and we are starting your reading with the healer, then followed by the fairy, the enchantress, the white dragoness, dungeon and mermaid. So many feminine cards here. 5 out of 6 are feminine cards. Yet, of course, I always say this, these women in these cards can represent men in your life as well, or can even represent you. If you are a man watching this, it doesn't mean that, these cards cannot represent yourself. The healer stands for, of course, healing. So if there's some kind of physical issue that you might have been struggling with for a while, this could come to either an end or at least improve during this time. The healer is coming up in a very positive way today. And the healer, of course, can also represent a literal person in your life, someone that will help you through with something. She could be your doctor or therapist, even some kind of social worker, or just a social person that likes helping other people in a very efficient way, because that's what she's doing. And she is, for a few of you, this could even be you helping someone to heal. But for most, I feel like this is someone else. This is someone around you who helps you with something. And then we have the fairy, and she can sometimes come up in a bit negative way as unstable and fluctual, but she feels very good today, and she feels very mature today as well. She's also looking at this healer. This could be you. You could be represented by the fairy also as a man, and she's giving me this youthful energy. Depending on how old you are at this moment, you might be perceived by people as a bit younger, but not because you appear to be immature, but just, there's just some kind of playfulness and innocence that is still within you, and then people just perceive you as younger than you are. There's something about that, and I feel like, the fairy is giving me this refreshing energy. There is just some kind of rebirth within you, like something old that you were stuck with is being dissolved during this time. And you will feel younger again, physically and mentally, emotionally. Like there is some old patterns, like it feels like an old curse that is being lifted from you. We have the number 16. Maybe you were going through these energies for 16 months or even for 16 years for some of you, that there were just some patterns that were so repetitive, and no matter how much therapy you tried or how many doctors you visited, somehow this issue never got solved. But there is a new perspective on that. And because I said curse earlier, we have the enchantress next to it. Mainly she comes up in a negative way, not always, but here she has this nasty taste. And so this could be a person around you, maybe someone in your family, or some kind of teacher, someone probably when you were a child, for some even 23 years ago or something like that, for others 23 months ago. This could be someone who really messed with you psychologically, emotionally, and that also had an impact on your body. Because if this is such a deep conditioning, such a deep trauma within us, our bodies often adapt to this. So, but there is some kind of healing coming regarding this. And there's also a lot of enlightenment, because we have the white dragoness here, and in my deck she is the ultimate enlightenment knowledge. She's the source of all knowledge, the source of all energies, power, magic, whatever you can imagine. She's just the ultimate. She's like, kind of godlike. And there's nothing higher than her. And so these are the energies that are coming in for you. And I feel like she's freeing you out of some kind of cage, dungeon. I said it earlier, that I feel like you were stuck with several things, like something really dark that was just in your emotions, psyche, and even manifested heavily in your body. Like, this felt like a prison to you, and this is being solved. Probably within the next 3 months you might feel a lot of improvement, or even maybe for some of you it will even be entirely solved. This is very good news. If this was some kind of literal curse that has been put onto you, not even by a ritual that someone spiritually cursed you, but you know, sometimes people don't even believe in curses, but they curse us all the time with their thoughts, with their envy, with their spite, just with the nasty things they say to us and they think about us all the time, and when they wish us harm. This is also working like some kind of curse, even if this person is an atheist and ridicules esoteric stuff. And on one hand, you are some kind of this white dragoness energy, because you will have all this realization and wisdom about this topic, but yet the white dragoness is some kind of savior that is coming towards you. Not necessarily, I mean, she is below the healer, but I still feel they are like two different energies. The healer is a physical person for some of you, and the white dragoness is more like a spiritual force that will guide you. And we have the mermaid here, and she often stands for unrequited love or things that are unattainable. And I feel like this is, you know, she's next to the dungeon and below the enchantress. So she has several meanings, but I want to stick to this one because I feel like this applies here. Like, coming back to this curse and this prison, like something was always unattainable for you, but this is being healed because she's presenting this jewel to you. Everything is open, you just have to move towards her. And for a long time, you know, it's like you were locked up in this prison and you saw her with this jewel, but you couldn't move towards her because you were imprisoned. But she was there with this jewel. Now the prison door is opening and you can finally walk towards what once seemed so unattainable to you. We have the letter here followed by the horse. And I want to pick the rose up here as well, because I was talking about unrequited love here. For some of you, this could be a romantic issue. Maybe you experienced a lot of rejection, or just relationships didn't work out. There could be a realization about that and a relief to that. For others, the horse, you know, represents friendship. There could be some good news regarding that, and a gift coming from a friend. It could even be someone you haven't seen in 5 years or 5 months, like finally receiving a message from them. It feels very sweet, it's very good. So I'm gonna put these oracle cards away, and then I'm gonna pull some cards from my lifestyle and health deck. And as I always say, do not take these cards too literally. They are not a literal advice. You always have to visit the doctor and not rely on tarot readings here. So we have heart health. That might be something that you are thinking of. Maybe you are trying to improve your heart health. So this might be a good time for you to start with that, to learn about how to do that. And pick up the right fitness routine. If you already have some heart issues, you have to ask your doctor with what kind of heart rate you can work out and all these things. I think there are a lot of things to learn about heart health here. Oh, the doctor just fell out. So for some of you, it could just mean that you have to discuss that with your doctor. For others of you, if you don't have any heart issues, because you are still quite young, then it could mean that maybe someone around, maybe you can help someone with that. We had the healer here. Maybe you are the healer. Maybe you have a parent or someone else who's older than you, who's struggling a little bit, and you have to force them to the doctor, something like that. Or it could just mean that, I mean, even if you're young and healthy, you can work on your heart health in advance. I'm doing that as well. At every age, we have to take care of our health. And then we have magnesium, so maybe that is something that might help you during this time, or that you might need. And then we have coffee right below heart health. So maybe for some of you, you have had too much caffeine. And, you know, for some people, caffeine has a very high impact onto their heart and it starts beating faster. I don't know that feeling. I drink coffee, but I can immediately fall asleep. It doesn't do anything to my heart rate. But other people, like they say, when they had like 2 or 3 cups of coffee, they go crazy and their heart is pumping. So if that's the case for you, just let this be a reminder. Then we have treat yourself, so that is obvious. Maybe you need to withdraw from something or even someone, rest. And if your finances allow it, just, you know, treat yourself. Maybe buy something that you usually don't want to afford. And then we have alcohol. Okay, that's very obvious with heart health and coffee. So maybe that's also a reminder to reduce that. Unfortunately, we also have it next to treat yourself. I don't think that's what the cards mean. So one more. Protein. So protein and magnesium might be something that you want to take care of. One more. Tidy and clean. Maybe it's time for spring cleaning. Or just cleaning in general. Cleaning your car, whatever. Cleaning your cellar. So I am gonna leave it here for you. Thank you for watching.